Good morning and welcome to day 21 of my trip to Constanta. Now, today is going to be an interesting day, for me at least, and I'll reveal why in a moment. Now I'm standing in a place which to you probably looks very ordinary and unremarkable, but I can tell you that in the soil in and around that village and in these fields here and for about 3 kilometers to the north is enriched with the blood of about 38,000 men who were killed or injured here on the 13th of August 1704. For that village is the village of Blindheim, otherwise known to the English as Blenheim, and it gives its name to the Battle of Blenheim, named by the Duke of Marlborough, the victor of the day. The battle was otherwise known to everybody else as the Battle of Hochstadt, which is a village just a few kilometers away. But it was the pivotal battle of the War of the Spanish Succession, which today is a rather anachronistic sounding name, but I can assure you at the time the war was fought over the succession to the Spanish throne, which had great geopolitical implications for all of Europe. And on the one side was France and Louis XIV, the Sun King, the most powerful king and state in Europe at the time, and their allies, the Bavarians. And on the other was a collection of northern German states, the Dutch, and of course the English, which is known as the Grand Alliance. And the odds were against the Grand Alliance on that day. The French and the Bavarians outnumbered them by 56,000 to 52 and 90 guns to 60. But the difference between the two armies was the quality in the leadership. On the Grand Alliance's side, both Marlborough and Prince Eugene, who were both arguably military geniuses, and on the French side a second 11 really, who were not up to the job. And in the quality of the soldiers as well, the Grand Alliance, the soldiers were well equipped, well trained, well armed, and on the French and Bavarian side less well equipped, were less well trained, and the result is history, as they say. So I'm going to spend an hour or two here wandering around the battlefield, but I'll leave you here now. Well, I've done the battlefield and left Marlborough to his palace, which was given to him by a grateful monarch, Queen Anne, and a grateful nation. But I just thought I'd show you the Danow, which since I last showed you, you'll notice has grown a bit. So I've just had my second breakfast in the beautiful city of Danow, which many of you may know is at the bottom end of the Romantische Straße, which I have driven down before but never cycled near. And the high ground above Dannowworth, which was the scene of Marlborough's first battle in this area, where he gained control of the Dachau and rather forced the hand of the Bavarians and the French. So now onward, and next stop, Ingolstadt, which is where I will be in Airbnb accommodation tonight. Just thought I'd show you this fine example of Bavarian architecture. Actually, it's a hotel there. Don't know what that place is. Okay, so I'm not going past another one without showing it to you, but almost every village that I've been through today has had an enormous maypole, and this village is no exception, and there it is. Quite impressive.
72 kilometers.
Come out and dance around that in the summer, in the spring. Well, for the past few kilometres, the trail's gone through this lovely forested area. I have to say, it's quite nice to be riding through the forest, away from the roads, but also quite nice not to have to be looking out for bears and cougars and things.